Welcome back out to another one of our standout student interviews as it's time to sit down with Lori Cassidy, who's a junior at Salida High School. And Lori's been having a really interesting year this year because you have not been spending your entire time at Salida High School. You had a semester where you didn't go abroad, but you didn't stay home either. I guess, well, we'll get into all that in a moment. But first of all, how's the junior year going?
It's going pretty good. I'm ready for summer, though.
Yeah, you were saying you're not just ready for summer, but you're also ready to kind of move on to the next step. You're looking at graduating a little bit early. Talk about that before we talk about the mountain experience and the college experience that you had in a semester. But what drove you to try and graduate in December next year?
I think it's just going to be my motivation throughout the year. If I can get all my classes and credits out of the way, I think I won't suffer from so much senioritis.
Was it nervous going in and talking to the counselor to see if it would even be possible or kind of what the path would look like?
Too much. Our counselors are pretty approachable, and it was a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. She was just like, okay, come back later, and I'll have your proposed schedule.
One of those things where it just kind of falls into place. And that's a good thing, though, because that means you get to go and explore and see some new things. And you got to do that with a semester. You said you were up in Leadville for a semester doing a different program. Talk about that program and kind of what it entailed.
Yeah, I did a semester school up in Leadville called High Mountain Institute, and it was more outdoor-based education. We spent our semester living up there with people from all across the country.
When you talk about something like that, you got to do a couple of big, long backpacking trips that made it so it wasn't just learning in the classroom and going out and seeing examples, but really immersing yourself in it. Was that something that you really enjoyed and got more out of?
Yeah, I really liked it. And the really interesting thing, too, was we had classwork that we had to bring on the trips, too. So you'd be doing your English homework or doing a self-led science lab out in the field.
Couldn't quite get completely away from it. You said that it was kind of interesting, not just learning about the environment around it and learning in your other classes, but really you said it was interesting learning about other people and kind of seeing some new faces around you.
Yeah, for sure. I think in Salida, it's easy to know everybody. And, I've been going to school here since kindergarten, so you fall into a certain place and you know everybody from, I don't know, how you met them when you were young. So it was really interesting being around totally different people and teachers.
Talk a little bit about the experience that you had up there. Anything that really jumped out to you that as far as and some of the experiments that you were able to do or some of the places you were able to go that really just made it so you knew that was the right choice to make?
I think what was really interesting to me was I've grown up in a house where going outside and being passionate about the outdoors is pretty common, and a lot of people that I've hung out with, family friends and stuff, also feel as passionate about it. So getting to do the same things that I'm used to doing, but with a totally new group of people that have kind of different mindsets, really made it more concrete that my passion for the outdoors is more my own and not just how I've been raised.
You've been getting to dive in a little bit to that passion of the outdoors and some of your outside of school stuff, and one of those things is rafting. You're part of the under-19 U.S. national team for rafting, a new kind of endeavor. Last year you were able to participate in nationals, but it was kind of a start of it. This year, though, it's been more of a competition-based thing.
Yeah, for sure. We've delved into year-round training, and now the past few weeks we've gotten into the pool with boats, which is kind of crazy, but focusing on strength and resistance training for competing and hopefully getting onto podium for Worlds.
When you talk about doing something like that, is it kind of neat where you start to see your passions, no matter what that passion is, has that kind of national window and has that ability to really go forward and compete?
Yeah, and one of the things that I find most valuable in raft racing is the fact that we're going to be competing with other women from all over the world. It's not just a U.S. thing.
You guys will hopefully be competing over in China. What are you most excited about the possibility of getting to see that joy of going outdoors and kind of exploring the outdoors, being able to go international with this type of an opportunity?
I think the thing that I'm most looking forward to is I think in a lot of outdoor endeavors, it's not exactly on an even playing ground because equipment is so expensive and there's just the outdoor world is in a very diverse place. So I think this competition provides a really, really unique and awesome opportunity for it to be everyone's passion and it to be equal opportunity for everyone despite your gender or nationality.
Well, hopefully we'll see you and the rest of the team over in China where they're hopefully going to be holding the World Championships in the summer this year. But we'll wrap it up with this. You said you're looking at going off to college in December. December and trying to graduate early and get out in front of the rest. But talk a little bit about what you're most looking forward to about the next steps. Is there anything that you're really excited about being able to participate in?
I'm just hoping to get to do a lot of fun stuff outside and kind of, I don't know, be the decider in my own adventures.
That's always the fun part, and it sounds like you're definitely on the path to that. Thank you so much, Lori, for taking some time to talk, and good luck as you get ready for those next pages.
Thank you.